So the big question today is it safe to come to Bali with all the floods and all the political unrest and the dramas that we've been in the news a lot lately? The answer is absolutely safe. Is there going to be any inconvenience to you coming to Bali because we had some massive flooding yesterday? It is possible, but it's very unlikely. I'm going to head down to the airport and have a bit of a ride around Bali and just check out how it is. The worst of the areas, like in the centre of Denpasar and Badung, near the big markets where the building collapsed into the river, and see some of the other smaller shops and areas where there was quite a lot of storm damage. But let's go and see for ourselves. Several creeks and rivers throughout Denpasar burst their banks and caused localised flooding, and in some cases the flooding was actually tragic. Today the water level's gone down, the dirt and the mud is being swept away, the rubbish is being picked up, and they're getting back to some sort of normality. There's the building that collapsed. You see, full of textiles, and it just undermined the whole hill came down. You can see where the water levels come right up to the buildings, and there's lots of rubbish and stuff lying, and it's a huge distance up. All that fabric's from all the fabric shops. That little old lady, her whole house would have been underwater. For most people in Bali, today is business as usual. Those people that are up along the rivers or in the low-lying areas are scooping mud out of their shops and drying all their stock out, and in some cases looking through the devastation for loved ones. But by and large, Bali is almost 100% back to normal. It's just terrible that this flood was so fast and so unforeseen. We had 12 hours of incredible thunderstorms and very, very torrential rains, and then by morning time it would pretty much eased up. We're left with the devastation of what we'd have faced. But then today the tourists are out, the shops are open, and that's more or less Bali's back to normal. Down along Legian Beach, you'd never know there was a drama. People relaxing in the sun, people enjoying a swim. It's still only morning time, but the bars are open and people are getting out and about. It's a little bit quiet, but the next I'm going to head over to the airport and just see how bad it is getting on and off a plane, because yesterday it was so jam-packed, the traffic was just so insane because of the flooding that you had to go all around, just about halfway around Denpasar just to get back onto the same road so you could catch a plane. I want to thank everyone who contacted us and said, I hope you're safe and I hope you're okay. It's lovely to know there's that much respect and attention out there. Both Fee and I are just so grateful for your support, especially when it's things are difficult. And look, the big question on everyone's lips is Bali open for business? And let me just say, down the main street of Kuta, you'd think there's nothing happening. There's a truck full of bintang. that's just going back to my place. There's all the shops, the bike rentals, the knickknacks, the taxis, the bluebirds, the tattoo shops, you name it. Bali for the last 24 or 48 hours has gone through a whole heap of torment. We had a 12-hour thunderstorm that just bucketed torrential amounts of rain down into the central part of Denpasar. The part of Denpasar where we actually live, and our street and many around us were flooded. Luckily our little house is on the high side, so we didn't get any actual flooding, but many of our neighbours did. Just around the corner in the downtown shopping district at Badung Markets, the whole side of a building collapsed into one of the rivers, and unfortunately at least one person was swept away, and they're yet to find the remains or the victim. So it is serious and it is devastating, but there's only so much that we can do. Most of Bali, or certainly most of the Denpasar, Legian, Kuta, Seminyak area is very close to sea level, so when it does float, it takes quite a long time for the rain to dissipate. But by yesterday afternoon, the roads were starting to open up. There's only a few low-lying areas where they're still, or where they have been really bad, and most of them today are being cleaned out and cleared out. If you're thinking of coming to Bali, this is a perfect time. Normally it's dry season, and normally you don't get any sort of weather like we had last night. This is a once in a 10 year or something. Most of the people here have actually never seen a storm like we had last night or the night before, and there was absolutely hundreds and hundreds of lightning strikes and flashes. Now we're going in the main street down past the Bali Memorial. To what was the nightclub district, with the Sky Garden ahead, the big giant bungee ball, and the remnants of a whole heap of other nightclubs that have been shut down or gone by the by. This part of Bali is nowhere near as busy as it used to be, and a lot of buildings are being rebuilt or torn down and rethought out. Those of you who remember the Bounty and Paddy's, well, wait a sec, that's what's left of them. Absolutely nothing. A big empty car park. And this time of the night, late in the night, it's actually quite a dark and seedy place to come adventuring. I am going to head up towards the airport where some of the worst congestion was yesterday, and just see if they've managed to be able to clean it up and get it back to normal, or if it's still causing significant delays with people getting on and off airplanes. So in a few minutes I'll be able to tell you what's happening on the ground here today, which is Thursday about midday, and give you a better idea. They're very quick to get things fixed here if they can, but I'll let you know more when we get down there. So here at the airport, traffic's flowing beautifully. Doesn't seem to be too many major dramas. and it looks pretty much straight in, straight out. So guys, good news is Bali's open. Come over, have a great time. The weather's been just spectacular, except for yesterday, mostly, and we're waiting to see you. So if you're coming over, look me up, see where to get it, guys.